The least utilized genre in the history of monkey filmmaking is the sports movie. The premise of a monkey joining a human sports team and carrying them to victory is so obviously delightful that you would expect at least 3 cinematic releases about this premise every year. Monkeys are basically smaller humans, but faster, smarter, and more dexterous. The concept is a complete slam dunk, and yet there is a shocking lack of movies fitting this criteria. Believe it or not, the earliest film in cinematic history to feature an animal of any kind joining a human sports team is Bonzo Goes to College, a movie I reviewed and completely despised because it was terrible. But technically, in the final 10 minutes, Bonzo does join a college football team and lead them to victory. This was all the way back in 1952. Somehow, this genre would go completely untouched for the next 4.5 decades, and wouldn't be revived until the mid-90s when Joey from Friends played baseball with a monkey.
And one very small apartment.
Oh, not my bathroom.
Don't you do it, friends Matt LeBlanc.
Bad monkey.
And then the Air Bud Entertainment Company reinvented the wheel by using a canine actor instead. Thankfully, despite getting their start by making dog movies, the company would soon course correct to making monkey movies. Which brings us to the subject of today's review. MVP, Most Valuable Primate, a film released in the year 2000 about a monkey joining an ice hockey team. Again, I am genuinely flabbergasted that I can't find any monkey sports movies besides Bonzo, Ed, and the MVP trilogy. So if anybody in the audience can give me a recommendation in the comment section, I would greatly appreciate it.
I've got a recommendation for you, monkey boy.
Oh my goodness! It's internet celebrity and world-renowned sex change operation surgeon, the Weekend Warrior! What's up, my man?
When are you gonna give up on this monkey movie shtick? Nobody gives a shit about them. Everyone knows dog movies are better.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about monkey movies, you little bitch? I've got half a mind to fly over to Thailand right now.
Let me guess, you're gonna fight me using your training in guerrilla warfare?
Yeah, pretty much.
How about this? If you think monkey movies are so great, and I think dog movies are better, how about we review MVP and Air Bud at the same time?
Ugh, fine, whatever. But this is the only time I'm talking about a dog movie on this channel. Anyway, let's dive into some monkey hijinks.
And I'll be covering doggy hijinks.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm allowing a segment called Doggy Hijinks. This shit is sacred.
What? So monkeys can have hijinks, Medea can have hijinks, but dogs can't? I don't know, bro. Seems a wee bit racist.
You know what? Fuck it. Fine. Fine, you can do doggy hijinks. Believe it or not, all these animal sports movies have the same cookie-cutter plot going all the way back to Bonzo Goes to College. There's a talented monkey under the employment of a real dickhead who then escapes their bad situation and gets adopted by a loving human family. The animal then engages in a series of wacky hijinks that torment the family, usually involving a horrible mess being made in the house. Then they realize the animal has a talent that can be utilized in sports, and the animal joins the team and becomes a nationwide sensation. Then, a shady character from the animal's past sees their celebrity status and tries to steal the animal away from the family. But the animal escapes their nasty plot just in time to help the team win the championship match. There you go. Now you don't have to watch any of these movies. But in this case, it's not about the journey nor the destination. It's about the specific wacky hijinks that ensue, and MVP has plenty to enjoy. Due to his superior intelligence, Jack the chimpanzee is the subject of a college research study, and his daily routine is the same as a human's. He wakes up to an alarm clock, he scratches his butt while walking to the bathroom, he showers, brushes his teeth and his hair, pours a bowl of cereal, and brews a pot of coffee. To be quite honest, this monkey probably has a better hygiene regimen than the vast majority of my YouTube subscribers.
Wow, that's what qualifies as monkey hijinks to you? He's literally just doing normal human stuff.
Yeah. A monkey doing normal human stuff is funny, which makes it hijinks. I doubt your stupid dog is doing anything better.
Air Bud lives a tragic life. He isn't coddled in a college laboratory where he sleeps in a queen-size bed and enjoys basic autonomy. Buddy the dog is the slave of an evil clown who forces him to perform stunts at children's birthday parties. His main tricks include catching a rapid series of balls in his mouth and accurately tossing a ball back at people by bouncing it off his snout.
And now for the grand finale, kids!
You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Your doggy hijinks is literally just normal dog shit. Every single dog can catch balls in their mouth. It's basically the only thing they can do. You're gonna shit on monkeys for doing human stuff, but praise a dog for doing a basic trick.
That's not my point, monkey brain. The real hijinks begin when Buddy decides enough is enough and knocks the abusive clown over and then gets chased around the room while the clown humiliates himself and destroys the party. Then the clown gets pissed and abandons Buddy in the middle of the road where he almost gets killed by a truck.
Oh yeah? Well, my animal has a job too, and it's a lot better than abused clown dog. One of Jack's best friends at the college is the janitor, and the two of them roller skate through the buildings while picking up trash. I mean, that's real skill right there. It's estimated that 80% of adults in the United States are unable to roller skate proficiently, so it's genuinely impressive that this monkey is an expert. However, after the professor of monkey science dies from a heart attack, the evil dean of scientific research plans to sell Jack to the University of Tennessee to participate in a hepatitis study. Thankfully, the janitor eavesdrops on this malicious scheme, and he makes a secret plan to send Jack back to the Canadian Nature Preserve where he was born. Jack is then snuck onto a commuter train where he comedically drops a banana peel onto the face of a sleeping businessman.
Oh cool, you praised the monkey for being a janitor, and now you laugh when he's littering. At least when Buddy makes a mess, he goes all the way with it. Buddy is found by a lonely boy who sneaks him into the house. The boy wants to keep the dog a secret from the mother, but doggy hijinks ensue when Buddy pushes a basketball down the stairs and knocks over a ladder covered in open buckets of paint. The dog then runs through the room, causing complete mayhem, knocking everything over, splashing paint everywhere. Finally, a bucket of paste covers the dog in white slime, which he then shakes all over the mother and son.
So, can I keep him?
Oh, okay. So when Dan Schneider does a cum shot joke featuring a child, everyone is pissed. But when Air Bud does the same thing with something that actually looks like cum, nobody gives a shit. Dogs need to check their fucking privilege. Hashtag Air Bud is worse than Dan Schneider.
Hey, let's leave Dan, hold her tighter, she's a fighter Schneider out of this. We can both agree he did nothing wrong.
Wait, what?
The kid gives Air Bud a bath by tricking him with a basketball, and then brushes the dog's teeth with his mother's toothbrush. So guess what? If monkeys doing basic hygiene counts as hijinks, then you gotta count it here when the dog does it too.
but the dog is being forced to do it by the human. We literally see the monkey shampooing his own fur and brushing his own teeth. That shit doesn't count as hijinks when somebody else is doing it to them.
Okay, so when a child forces someone to do a bathtub scene, it's okay. But when Dan Schneider does the same thing, everyone is pissed. Children need to check their fucking privilege.
Hey, let's leave Dan, Cheek Divider, Hyman Collider Schneider out of this. We can both agree he did nothing wrong.
Wait, what?
Jack arrives in Canada but gets lost on the way to the nature preserve and seeks refuge in a random treehouse he finds in the woods.
What is this? Some sort of Simian Jimmy's treehouse?
No. His name is Jack, you fucking idiot. He then meets a deaf girl and they communicate with each other using sign language. The girl sneaks him home and wants to hide him from her family, but monkey hijinks ensue the next morning when Jack sneaks out of her room and makes a mess in the kitchen, spilling milk and coffee all over the counters.
And here lies the primary reason why doggy hijinks are better than monkey hijinks. When the dog makes a mess, it destroys the entire room. When your monkey makes a mess, it's just a little milk on the table. Where's the chaos and destruction? More importantly, where is the cum joke, monkey? Where is the cum joke, Simian?
Yeah, I'll admit, this shit could have been a bit more hijinksical. But the real fun starts when the kids teach Jack to ice skate, and he shoots a hockey puck into the net so hard that it goes right through.
Oh yeah? Well, in my movie, the kid teaches the dog how to shoot baskets with just his nose. And a basketball hoop is way smaller than a hockey goal, so mine is obviously more skilled.
Are you fucking retarded? This monkey is literally ice skating. That requires incredible balance, agility, and coordination, all on top of expert stick handling to control and maneuver the puck. The vast majority of humans can't do that. Air Bud is a one-trick doggy. He literally just bounces the ball off his face like an idiot, and sometimes it goes in the hoop.
Air Bud's skills on the court are undeniable. While the kid Josh is competing in a basketball game, Buddy runs in and disrupts the whole thing. He's running around, stealing the ball, getting chased by players and referees, and he's so fast, nobody can catch him. But then Air Bud does something to win their hearts and minds. He shoots a basketball, and the crowd goes fucking wild!
Buddy, no!
Everyone is so impressed they decide to make him the mascot of the team.
Oh wow, a team mascot. Listen up! Jack the chimpanzee literally becomes the star player of the hockey team. He's not some tokenized animal on the sidelines every game. He's the one bringing the team to victory. First of all, we've got an epic B&E. Jack climbs onto the roof of the school, which, for some reason, has a skylight that peers into the boys' locker room. Now, I'm not gonna say that this school was designed by Dan Schneider, but there's definitely some sicko behavior at play. Anyway, Jack breaks into the locker room, steals the hockey gear of a player named Chimpsky, enters the arena, and makes a monkey out of everyone. No matter how you slice it, Jack's skills on the ice are infinitely more impressive than Air Bud running around and punching a ball with his face. And everyone loves him so much that they don't make him a mascot. They officially put him on the team.
Whatever, Jimothy. There's a reason why basketball is a global phenomenon and ice hockey is only popular in Canada, which doesn't really count as a country. Nobody gives a shit. Being the mascot of a basketball team is more prestigious than being a star player of a hockey team.
I'm not gonna argue with you there.
The evil clown from the beginning of the movie sees a news report about Air Bud, and his malicious greed inspires him to take the dog back and force him into beer commercials. And the plan actually works. It's kind of retarded. He just walks up to the house and tells the mom he wants a dog. Then the dumb bitch just lets it happen! Even though Air Bud is growling and terrified of the man.
No, you're coming home with Daddy.
No! You can't stop, honey!
Come here.
Josh, there's nothing that we can do. Got papers. He's my dog!
Huh. It's funny you say that, because in this movie, the evil dean of scientific research also sees a news report about Jack on TV. And in Bonzo Goes to College, the scam artists also see a news report about Bonzo on TV. I'm starting to think Hollywood has been creatively bankrupt since before we were even alive.
Josh recognizes that Air Bud hates the clown, but for some reason, he is also under the impression that Buddy would be better off with nobody. So he steals the dog back from the clown's yard, takes him on a boat, and abandons Air Bud on the other side of the lake. But poor Air Bud doesn't know what's going on, and he desperately tries to doggy paddle in the water to follow Josh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this scene actually got to me emotionally. It was definitely far more gripping and sad than anything in MVP. But being a sad dog doesn't really count as hijinks, does it? Meanwhile, during the championship match, the evil dean and his goons invade the stadium and threaten to take Jack away at the end of the game. So the hockey kid has to make the noble sacrifice to give up on the championship so they can sneak Jack to the airport. But they end up winning the game anyway, and Jack safely makes it back home.
Oh wow, your monkey wasn't even there to help win the championship? How embarrassing. During Josh's final game with only 7 minutes left on the clock and an injured player guaranteeing his team's defeat, Air Bud miraculously runs in to save the day! And this is where we get the iconic line from the ref.
Ain't no rules said the dog can't play basketball.
The movie has it all, man. Tear-jerking moments, iconic lines, and the animal actually helps the team win the championship game.
The monkey hijinks in this movie was a great mix of whimsical monkey fun and genuinely impressive monkey skills. Unfortunately, they didn't go far enough with some of the gags and stunts, and I felt like a monkey this talented could have handled so much more. So in terms of monkey hijinks, I'm giving this one 7 out of 10 bananas.
And in terms of doggy hijinks, I give this 8 out of 10 bones.
Oh, fuck off, dude. You're just one-upping my number.
No way! The dog caused massive mayhem, he fought a clown, he did a cum joke, he steals the bitchy mom's newspaper every morning and gaslights her into thinking that the subscription was cancelled. You cannot deny this movie's 8 bones.
Unlike a dog, a monkey is capable of giving an emotional performance similar to that of a human. A dog always looks the fucking same, just sitting there like a big idiot. Whereas a monkey can showcase the full gamut of human facial expressions. Which is why I was disappointed early on when Jack's lifelong friend Dr. Kendall died of a heart attack. And Jack's reaction to this news basically looks like a smile. Is that really the best take they had? They couldn't get one shot of the monkey grieving. We know he's capable of negative emotions, as when the threat of being forced into a hepatitis study is revealed, Jack's stress and worry is palpable. The monkey genuinely looks scared, yet determined to escape the situation and return home. On the other end of the spectrum, Jack is great at showcasing feelings of excitement and glee, like in this scene when he sees a pair of ice skates and feels invigorated to take them out for a spin. And damn, the skills this monkey showcases throughout the movie, both on roller skates and ice skates, are some of the most impressive monkey stunts I've witnessed in the Monkey Box so far. I did notice in the credits that the role of Jack was played by 3 different chimps by the names of Bernie, Mac, and Louie, but fuck it. It all counts as one performance to me. So in terms of monkey performance, I give this one 8 out of 10 bananas.
Well, I'll have you know that when it comes to acting, this dog was no bitch. After a lifetime of being abused by his clown owner, and then getting abandoned in the middle of nowhere, Buddy is traumatized and terrified of humans. And when he meets Josh and the boy tries to extend a hand of friendship, the dog genuinely seems afraid, as if he's experiencing PTSD. And his stunts aren't limited to just playing with balls. This dog platforms up and down the outside of this 2-story house with ease. And come on, that scene when Buddy is swimming after Josh in the water, even you admitted you started crying.
Oh, fuck off, I did not cry.
Yeah, sure, whatever. In terms of doggy performance, I give this one 7 out of 10 bones.
Since these movies were made by the same production company at around the same time, you can expect a similar level of quality. Plus, there's a lot more plot overlap than we mentioned before. In both films, the family has moved to a new city and the kids feel like losers who can't make any friends. Which is why they bond so strongly with their new animal companions, because these autistic freaks can't relate to their fellow humans. Take this deaf girl, for example. In her opening scene, she's upset because she didn't get invited to her classmate's birthday party, even though everyone else got an invite. Except, she did get an invite, but this dumb bitch was literally too deaf to hear. Instead of paying attention to the world around her whatsoever, she just assumes she wasn't invited and victimizes herself socially and emotionally for no reason. The movie even shows a close-up of a birthday invitation with her name on it to really drive the point home.
On the other hand, Josh is depressed because his father passed away, and instead of trying to make friends at school, he spends his time fixing up a basketball court that he finds behind an abandoned church.
A basketball court behind a church? Let me guess. It was a black church?
Whoa, too far, man. You're sick in the head. I've got half a mind to fly over to Thailand right now.
I'm gonna be honest. The monkey in this movie is far better than the movie itself. Despite being the third monkey sports movie in history, the plot is almost an exact copy of the first monkey sports movie, and this generic story structure left me disappointed. There were a few good jokes and gags in the film, but a lot of it felt like wasted potential. For example, there's a scene where the mom is hosting a fancy tea party for a bunch of catty bitches. And they're all pristine and proper, and one of them even mocks the mother for having a stain on her clothes. I thought this was obviously a setup for the monkey running in and making a mess and getting these women covered in feces or something. But no! The monkey just appears in the window and scares a lady!
And those well biscuits. The biscuits.
What the fuck were they thinking? Why waste my time with all this lousy setup if you aren't gonna utilize it for a great monkey moment? So in terms of overall movie quality, I'm giving this one 4 out of 10 bananas, giving it a final score of 19 out of 30, landing it in 3rd place on our list.
What is there to say about Air Bud? It's the animal sports movie that started it all.
No. I've been very clear throughout this entire video that Bonzo Goes to College wrote the formula 70 years ago.
Anyway, while not being particularly amazing, this movie is a childhood classic for a reason. It redefined the genre for the modern age and kept families entertained in the process. There's a reason why Air Bud is a household name, but nobody has ever heard of MVP outside of Canada. So in terms of overall movie quality, I'm giving this one 6 out of 10 bones, which means this movie has a total score of 21 points, which is more than your 19 bananas, which means I win. I mean, Air Bud wins.
You know what? That's fine. As a total package, Air Bud might be slightly better than MVP. I'm a mature monkey. I can handle it. As long as we can both agree that Air Bud doesn't hold a motherfucking candle to Dunstan Checks In.
Oh hell yeah, brother! Now that's a real movie.